It's been a while since we've done a Mental Health Monday. September was the last time we'd done one. Part of the reason is because if I'd done one in October, all you would have got was me talking about how excited I was for Halloween and Horror Month, and I kind of wanted to focus on that. You kind of joined me after a weird week. I was off ill from work. And also managed to accomplish something that I've wanted to accomplish for a long time. So that illness kind of just came out of nowhere, and you know what you're like when you're ill. You're just kind of feeling sorry for yourself, and yeah, you're not feeling great physically, and that affects you mentally, and yeah, just wasn't kind of happy with as you know what happens when you get ill. You kind of overthink things and your mind just goes places, and yeah, it wasn't a good couple of days, but then got back to work, and yeah, I just got through those days. I actually had my most stressful teaching day ever. Basically the Friday, so my Fridays are busy. We have 6 periods on a Friday, and I was teaching all six when I'm supposed to have one off, but I didn't. I was on cover, and I was like, right, I've been off for 2 days, so it's kind of right that I get cover. But my word, from the moment, from the moment I got in, and I stupidly, I was obviously maybe still not 100%, so I basically slept in and got the last train that I could, which gets me in with about 20 minutes to go for the bell. Doesn't give me enough time to like set up stuff, and I stupidly kind of felt that. So first period comes, and I'm basically um, I am already not in the best place, being ill this week and coming in late, and I just feel like I'm constantly playing catch up at that point. I lose my keys first period, don't know where they are. Go out to my working area, there's work going on it, and I'm just like, oh, this is not a good start. Next period's slightly better, but I'm still looking for my keys, and if you've not got your keys, it's just a nightmare. As a teacher, you keep asking people for it, and you just feel so incompetent. Then I also have registration to take, which I don't have a registration class, but this time I did, so I had to go find that. Um, you basically just take the names, but always with new names and some of the names, I'm not good at reading out names from the register. If you watched any of my previous Football Manager videos, you'll know me and names just don't go well. So the anxiety was high for that, and then it just snowballed. Like I had some really tough, not tough classes, but just really lively, energetic classes, and then went to a class that I was in the week before, got asked to move, went up there, there was another teacher in there. It was just a lot. And at the end of the day, I just realised like I had not had a moment to myself. So I had an after school club on a Friday. I just took like 10 minutes just to like chill out, and I was absolutely, yeah, just stressed. Genuinely, the first time in a long time that I felt genuinely like, Maya, I just need to take a moment here. Um, and yeah, I needed it. It ended up, I think, I don't know if you can see, but my eye swelled up. Don't know what that was. It could have been illness, could have been stress. Don't know, but it's if you see me, kind of, it's quite irritating at the minute. I'm trying not to touch it, but it's annoying me. So yeah, kind of like horror month was great. Loved all that. Didn't get as much as I wanted to do and done in the time. I shouldn't have started with going to see the two horror films that weren't horror films, The Long Walk and Him. Looking back, yep, for horror month, pretty disappointing. But I'm happy with the stuff I put out regarding the Evil Dead. Season two, was on track to kind of finish it in time for the end of horror month, but disc two of my Blu-ray doesn't work, so I'm waiting to get in contact. Well, I've got in contact with the people who sold me it, so I can get a refund and go from there. So I still want to do Evil Dead. just finish that off and just kind of do a little little ending on that. But October part, obviously with the horror stuff, I was loving it. Just for me, yeah, I'm my knee is. I went to the doctors for my knee. I've got an X-ray. Not heard back from it regarding the results. I'm not expecting to hear back for it. They think they know what it is. Think it's muscular, but just in order to go through the process, you need to get an X-ray first before they can go for like an MRI, or I get sent to orthopedics. So I just need to go through the system. But yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because I think it's getting better. Like I do, like right now, think it's getting better. Like it doesn't feel as sore as what it was, and then I'll go and demonstrate something in work, like a layup in basketball, and I'll take off that knee, and it just straight away I'm like, oh, yeah, there it is. So it's frustrating. I'm still being active, but I'm just not being as active. And I wonder if that's to do with it. I think I've just become lethargic a wee bit and kind of lost my routine, which I'm hopefully going to go back into this week. But yeah, my knees still bother me. It's still something that's on my mind, and like as I get older, it's only going to get worse. So I need to kind of hopefully try and figure out what is wrong with it, figure out ways that I can ensure the longevity of my knee. That is the priority, kind of for me at the moment. And let's end on a positive. I feel like I've been quite down this video, and it's unusual for me to be quite down on Mental Health Mondays. You know, I'm someone who doesn't struggle with kind of mental health issues, but yeah, we all have our little ups and downs. You know, that's kind of part of life, and hopefully this doesn't come across as too down. I'm still having a good life, still enjoying myself, still very well mentally. Just some thoughts and concerns have come up recently, which yeah, I need to address, and that's just the way it is in life sometimes. So moving on to the positive thing, because that was a bit sad. Not a bit sad, but anyway, happy, positive. I finished a story. I finally finished a story. So I've not talked much on here about my kind of love for writing, mainly because I haven't ever finished anything. I've started 18 different stories in various forms. I've tried handwriting, I've tried obviously typing on my laptop, tried typing my phone, and I've never finished one until now. I keep seeing myself on the Opposite Train platform as my first ever short story. It's my first ever piece of work that I've kind of put out there, and I'm going to make a video about it, so I don't want to go into too much detail regarding like how I kind of came up with it or anything like that. Just want to talk about like what kind of achievement that is for me, because I kind of have, as I say, I've started these 18, and I've maybe lost confidence in the idea, or I've made the idea too big, and I just felt like I couldn't complete it. So this has given me the confidence that I can, if I just, the writing that I was doing, I very much know how I kind of want it to be. So, and I'm working on, even going through this process, I've kind of discovered how I should be writing certain things and how I should be attending certain things. But it's just quite free and liberating to be like I've done it with YouTube, and for whatever reason I've just kind of never had the ability to sit down and write this story. So I'm so happy that I've managed to get it out there. So it's got some good feedback from people. I don't know if that's just people being friendly because it's my first story, but yeah, I would genuinely like any feedback. If you've watched the video that I done some very questionable voice acting on, I'm not going to be doing voices anymore in my stories unless I can absolutely nail them. But yeah, it was just nice. Like, it was just nice to kind of, that when I talked about, I think in my last Mental Health Monday, on one of them. I kind of talked about like things that I wanted to achieve, and writing and finishing a story was one of them. And it's given me the motivation to go away and actually, kind of do some more stories, and whether that be short stories, longer stories. Like, I just want to kind of, I feel like I have quite a good imagination. I'm good at coming up with ideas when it comes to various different things, but I think my ideas for stories can be quite creative. It's just about kind of actually putting down the work, and Horror Month, I think, was a big factor in that. I wanted to release like kind of something big for Horror Month, and that kind of motivated me to do that. So yeah, that was a nice achievement. That was a nice achievement. Something that I kind of wanted to do. Always thought I've been capable, but just never kind of had the the focus and the drive to get it finished, and I'm happy with the result. I'd say I'm happy. I think when I was rereading it before I put it up, I thought of so many different ways I could make this better. I changed a few things, but then I was like, you know what? It's my first one. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just need to get it out there and get some feedback on it and go from there. So yeah, it was quite nice. It was quite nice to do, and I'm happy that I can do it. And I'm not gonna lie, I've already got so many ideas. I've got like a little notes on my phone. It's like story ideas. I've got like 10, 11 different story ideas in there, to varying degrees of length, I think. But I think I'm definitely going to focus on the shorter ones for now. Maybe I think the way I might do it. Oh, I'll actually talk about all this in the writing video. You don't need to hear about this now. But just basically know that it's kind of been ups and downs. Like life offers many. Like, still loving living myself. The stresses of being an independent adult now. I don't have as much free time as what I did. So literally, the writing of the story is me eating into the time that I would maybe have to relax. And well, the writing process can be quite like relaxing process. It can also be quite stressful at times, so I do need to take that in consideration. But genuinely, just going through life and making the best of it, and I think that's all we can do. And this video, again, it's just making. Hopefully, you understand that if you're watching this and you are kind of struggling, like, you see someone like me who's like I have a job, and like I have all these things going on, and yep, I have dips as well, but like I use this as an outlet almost to kind of like talk about how I'm feeling, and you should do the same. Like, you should go somewhere to someone and just kind of talk about how you're feeling, and it makes you feel so much better. Like, I already feel like I've kind of got a few things off my chest, and I feel very much like, yep, I'm ready to kind of take on the next month of, there's going to be things that will go well, there'll be things that won't go as well. So I've just kind of got to get through it. So yeah, that's another Mental Health Mondays. Hope you are doing well. Hope you have a good day. Bye bye.